Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here, once again back playing some more Forza Horizon 4. We're going to go ahead and do some upgrades today to a very specific car. Now, we're not going to be doing it to this lovely old Lola here. Instead, we're going to be doing it to something a little bit more rare. Something not really even out yet. You've read the title. You know what we're doing. Going to take a little look at my Hot Wheels collection. I've got quite the one. How many bone shakers? It's 3 there. 2 there, so 5. How many twin mills? 4 there, okay. How many rip rods? The 3 there, but there's one that stands out, the Mustang. Should come out next month as a seasonal event, but some people have glitched their Xboxes to get the time so that they can do it, and then they, I guess, don't like the Mustang and sell it on the auction house, and that's where I can snipe it. I didn't get this car through glitching. I am just good with auction sniping. We're going to go ahead and do some upgrades today. You guys can see what this car's got. We're going to reset everything to stock. And I'm going to drive it around a little bit. And then build it to the top of this one. Then do some motor swaps to see what we've got. Alright. Drives really nice. It's got the best grip of any Hot Wheels car. Accelerates pretty good up until you hit 5th gear, because 5th gear is way extended to get those high speeds for Hot Wheels tracks. And you see what I mean. I don't know why the game lagged there. I don't know if that was for you too. So yeah, 5th gear, utterly useless. The other gears though, they work fine. And driving it down the road here is absolutely no problem. Let's see how we can do in some twisty sections. It's got really good grip. About 2.2 lateral G's. Despite the tires it's got. The tires you cannot change, but they do seem to be factory drag slicks already, so they're already kind of upgraded. Not really made to turn, but they work. And you can, of course, drift it if you want to, although it's on drag slicks, so be careful. We're going to go ahead and go... Where's the nearest house I've got? There we go. That one will work. It doesn't matter what house I'm in. Hop in here. Do I have any Forzazon points? I do. I think I'm saving them up to see what comes into Forzazon shop next week. So I'll keep doing that. Upgrades and tuning. This is what you want to see. In terms of engine upgrades, we get the 5.2 liter V8 and then the racing 7.2 liter V8 out of the trophy truck. I don't know if the 5.2 is out of the regular Mustang, 2018 Mustang. Stock is a 4.6, so... then, of course, we get all-wheel drive swap. Tires, you can only upgrade the width, but if we take a look at the tires, they do seem to be racing slicks already. They look very similar to the drag compound tires. You can get these up to 335s at the back, very nice. You can be able to put all your power down. You can change the rims, but I wouldn't. The back rims are unique. You cannot get them on any other car. I mean, I guess that's true for a lot of cars, but there's just 2 different rims for the front and back. If you hear any dogs barking, that's only because I'm having work done on the electric fence. Got the racing clutch, got the racing and other gearbox, sport gearbox, racing drive lines, the diff, Now we get the engine parts. We actually can't upgrade any of the suspension pieces or put in a roll cage or take any weight out. Maybe that makes it a little bit heavier. How heavy is it? 3,200 pounds. So it's not the worst. Not as heavy as the twin mill by a long shot. As standard, it comes with a Pro Charger. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that because that'll give us some boost. And we can get one cam, and that'll put us to the top of this one. Can we sneak on a flywheel? We can. Cool. Ooh, that's even better. Yay, more power. And we can still sneak a flywheel on. Yay! So 2.3 lateral Gs with the upgraded tire widths and 724 horsepower with the standard motor. Alright, let's see how the gear ratios are. That's the only thing I'm going to poke. Just to make sure that we don't get a useless gear. And is the arrow... Okay, that's reset itself as well. So it's not all the way to the left or right like I had it before. Alright, now this thing feels a bit more lively. On the inside, it looks like a standard Mustang, actually. It's not anything too special. I wish you could look more inside the car. There you go. Let's not hit into people like a regular Mustang. Alright, inside the car here. Looks like you get all the entertainment for the passengers and for yourself. Yep, it's just you and the road. I sometimes wonder if some people know what this is. Because it's not really out yet, no one gets to know where it comes from, and they're like, oh, it's just a Mustang with a wide body kit. Or a drift kit. Only one person's really stopped to take a photo. And I've had this car for several days, driving it all day long. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go to another house. I guess we're going to go right back to the same one, so I'll just stay on the road. Oh no, it's off the road. Never mind. Poke. Now we're going to upgrade the stock motor to maximum to see what kind of power we can get out of the standard motor if you don't like the motor swap. Alright, so we put on one stage of cams, best supercharger. .900 horsepower already. I think that's what we maxed out at. We can get a better flywheel. That won't add power though. 915. So if you guys like to use the standard motor, know that you can get a lot of power out of it, and you probably don't need the motor swap. We will of course see how the other motors are. See if one is way superior. I think I know what the answer is, but I'll let you guys see. Alright. There we go. Extend the gear a little bit for a little bit less wheel spin. Alright, so now at speed, of course this is a great car for S1, but in S2 it's a little bit iffy. I wanted to get down there. I'll just take the right here. Out of the way, focus. Oh dear. That's a little bit wheel spinny. Wheel spin happy. Now, of course, if you play with assists on, this will help correct the wheel spin and driftiness. I don't play with any of that on though, so it's a little bit difficult to drive, especially if you get off-road, because these are drag slicks. I'm definitely sure. Oh dear. I've gotten it very wedged. Of course, if you like it to just be sliding all around, it's very easy to just keep your foot down and never go in a straight line. Because you can't get the drift suspension upgrade, it is a little bit difficult to drift. And because this has drag radials, when you drift, sometimes you really just neutral steer, so you just fall off the track. Just gotta be careful of that and give it more power. Gonna change houses once again to give different scenery. Alright, so now we're gonna swap the motor and probably do a driveline swap so that we can put more power down. Alright, so stock motor can put out 915 horsepower. Now we're going to swap to the 5.2 liter V8. And looks like we're going to twin turbo it. Sometimes it's good to get the supercharger if it gives the same power. Now all-wheel drive swapping some people won't like. But there do exist all-wheel drive Mustangs, so I don't see a problem with it. It'll help us put power down. Looks like we actually do have enough room to fit the 5.2 liter into S1, so we'll try to aim for that. I think all we're going to get though is exhaust upgrade. I mean, that's a good upgrade to go for. Oil and intercooler are good free power upgrades most of the time. You know what, we're not making that much power. I will put it back to rear wheel drive. Looks like we gain 1 PI back from that. Can I squeeze? Nope, I can't get any more power. But I should be able to squeeze some flywheel on. There we go. So S1 once again. We'll see how it does. We won't go all-wheel drive yet. We'll do that for the next two engines. Because the next two engines, I don't think can keep us in S1. Or be controllable. Alright, how's the gearing on the motor? That's one thing you always gotta check. Make sure the gearing is desirable. Yeah, look at that. We wouldn't have had 6th gear. Or it wouldn't have been useful. There we go. I am not sure what this motor comes out of. It does seem like the viable option. It's a little bit heavier. So maybe you could fit some other upgrades on. If we take a look at the power. 709. How much horsepower did we have before? 716 or 720? When we maxed, or when we didn't max out the standard motor? I don't know. Anyway, let's head back to the house and put in the best 5.2 liter. Alright. Now we got it to be all-wheel drive for the next a bit. I like how it adds 1 PI to be all-wheel drive. We don't have like any upgrades on except for the intercooler and exhaust. We're getting up there in power. Look at that, 1051. 1074. Alright, so 1074 all-wheel drive. This should be pretty beastly. Gearing is fine. Oh yeah, all-wheel drive is definitely a viable solution if you want this to be a good drag car. Makes it really fast though, so you need to be on point with your braking. You can't upgrade the brakes, of course, so what you have is what you get. Alright, driving it through the forest here. Pretty easy. Just gotta make sure you stay on the road, otherwise the drag slicks get no grip. This could be a good Forzathon car. Can be pretty fast and look cool doing it. Just can't really do any of the off-road stuff. I mean, it could, just won't do it too well. For that, you want a rally spec twin mill. Oof. I'm a true Mustang driver. Alright, let's go over here to Ambleside. This will be a good test for its handling once we're done with the last motor. Driving it through Ambleside without running into people and their houses should be interesting. Yeah, unless the next motor can fit in S1, we won't build it to S1. We'll just max it out. Nah, not even close. I think we get more power out of the twin turbos, so we'll stick with them all the way through. Can't get as many upgrades, but you can still do quite well. We are already over our previous limit. 1200, 1270, 1356 plus flywheel. Alright, that gets us better in every way. Very cool. Again, make sure gear ratios are poked so that they're okay. I think you should have the gear ratios shortened on this motor, making sure that you only reach a top speed of about 240. Otherwise, I don't think you ever reach your top speed of 250. Alright, now this is the tire lighter. This will kill tires for days. I fell into reverse. That's my bad driving, not the car. Missed this turn, but we made it into a cool drift. So yeah, it's definitely one of the better handling Hot Wheels cars. I think the Bone Shaker has it beat, but only in A-Class. In S1 and S2, Bone Shaker is too understeery. So that's not even a comparison, I guess. But anyways, that's all the tuning options for the Mustang. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful in how you plan to tune your Mustang once it comes out, then do go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Let's go ahead and do something cool to end off. I thought that was a big jump, I was wrong. Instead we found a tree. After wondering, I do have some tunes already available for this car. Got some S2, some drift, top speed, track, and different S1 classes for the different motors, and drag racing and such. Anyways, that will do it. I'll see you in the future. Goodbye.